The Muskegon Valley League is very proud of our rich history and very thankful for our league sponsors for 2024 and 25. We would like to thank these sponsors: Zane State College, the Energy Co-op, the Zemba Companies, and Park National Bank.
AVC Sports and 107.9, 98.5 Nash Icon present high school basketball. Now let's go courtside for tonight's game.
Good evening. Welcome to high school basketball on AVC Sports. We've got a good one tonight from the Fish Tank here in wintry New Concord, Ohio, as the Tri-Valley Scotties have traveled over to New Concord to take on the John Glenn Little Muskies in some Muskingum Valley League Big School Division basketball tonight from the Fish Tank in New Concord. I'm Dave Hilliard. Got my partner Brett Klein with me tonight. Got our video producer Sam Grubbs, Mike Mitchell on the camera. We're ready to broadcast high school basketball across YRP TV, YouTube, live video stream. We're also on the radio tonight. We are on Nash Icon 98.5 and 107.9. Brett, we've got a good one between two teams. John Glenn 8-1 overall, Tri-Valley 7-3. What do you think some of the keys are for this one tonight?
Well, Dave, they finally let us step out of the studio, and here we are calling a game together.
Yeah, there we go.
So what I think is going to be important tonight is John Glenn maintaining their turnover margin against the Scotties, because the Scotties, they're physical. They're definitely going to run you, give you a run for your money. Even though John Glenn plays scrappy, you got to watch out for a team like Tri-Valley. And we also, we look on the other side, what they need to do on offense, but defensively and offensively as well in this game. Rebounding is going to be a very important key, because as we're watching these warm-ups, it is very evident that Tri-Valley has the physicality and the leaping ability over John Glenn, who really doesn't have too much height outside of one of their starters, Braden Davis.
Right. And when you see Tri-Valley, you would call them the all-airport team, because man, they're all big kids. They're all big, strong, physical kids. They have a really just a physical presence about them, and they play that way too, Brett. That's a very physical basketball team, and they're going to give John Glenn everything they can handle tonight. Coach Todd McLaughlin, he's in his 28th season overall at Tri-Valley, 2 district championships in a row for the Scotties, and they're trying to repeat again this year. They'll be a Division III team, though, come tournament time. John Glenn, coached by Eric Scheck, his 6th season here at John Glenn. They were the sectional champs last year, and guess who knocked them out of the tournament, Brett?
Last season, if I remember, I thought it was the Warren Warriors, but I could be wrong. I think I'm right, because the very next game, Maysville turned around and knocked out the Warren Warriors, who went on to the state Final Four, and then the state finals, which we were at together.
Yes, exactly. Now, Tri-Valley, they have really went out and tried to schedule a really tough non-league schedule.
Absolutely.
As it stands right now, Tri-Valley 7-3 overall.
However,
5-0 in the MVL. And they're 2-3 non-league, but those losses are to DeSales, Hilliard Bradley by 1, and then they lost to Upper Arlington in the game. Just got out of hand on them, but they beat a very good Big Walnut team 92-58 in a game, Brett, where they shot 16 of 23 from the three-point line. That's almost 70%. You are not going to lose a high school basketball game if you shoot 70% from the field.
Yeah, I mean, every coach's dream is to shoot 23 threes in a game and make over, as we mentioned, almost 70% of those. So if we can see some semblance of the hot-handed Scotties tonight, I think it's going to be a very interesting ball game. And then even the same for, John Glenn. Their MO isn't really stand behind the three-point line and chuck up threes. They will attack you from every single point of the court floor. So going to be interesting to see what happens between these two offenses tonight.
We'll talk about each team more in depth and also go through the starting lineups when we come back. We'll take a quick break right now. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doneford.com. I'm not buying till I check Don Ford. Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121. Follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Dave Hilliard, Brett Klein back here at the Fish Tank at John Glenn, getting ready for some Muskingum Valley League Big School Division basketball tonight. John Glenn hosting Tri-Valley. Our sponsors tonight include Valentine Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solution, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Wakefield Dental, West 40 Auto Sales,
Absolutely.
Doan Ford, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, and State Farm, Allen Hunter. We've also got our scoreboard updates provided by Bradley Lending Team with First Ohio Home Finance. And we will have a Lock 9 Pizza player of the game that Brett and I will have to decide on that one. Lock 9 Pizza down in Duncan Falls. And Mike Snively and I go into great detail about how much we enjoy the food at Lock 9 Pizza. And again, we appreciate them sponsoring our player of the game.
You know, my first time having Lock 9 Pizza was just this past football season, and I can see why,
It's
we're
good
giving
stuff.
it away.
It is good stuff.
Good stuff.
Well, John Glenn, we'll be looking to see what Steele Bates can do. Steele averaging just over 18 points a game. He's the leading scorer for John Glenn. C.J. Dolan also been a big contributor in the point column. He's averaging 11.4 points per game. Braden Davis averaging 12.1, and he's probably, Brett, the lone, what you would consider post player for John Glenn, and he's going to have his hands full against a really big athletic lineup from Tri-Valley. They're going to be leaning on Noah Nichols. He is an Ashland University commit. That's Division II. You get scholarships to go play Division II basketball. Noah is by far, in my opinion, the best athlete in this league. I don't think anybody comes close to him. Senior Max Lyle, another big scorer that the Scotties are going to depend on. And if you recognize his name, well, he's been playing for 4 years. he's been starting for Tri-Valley for 4 years. And you also know him as the lefty quarterback for the Tri-Valley Scotties. And also, another player to really look for tonight for Tri-Valley is Keaton Hahn. Keaton Hahn has really improved his game. He scored 31 against Big Walnut, Brett. So those are the names we'll be looking at. And then, of course, in a game like this between two rivals, there's going to be somebody step up that we weren't anticipating.
Absolutely. And, you mentioned the play of Braden Davis, and I said this the last time we were here covering the Scotties. I am a big fan of watching Braden Davis play because there's nothing flashy to what he does.
Yes.
It is so strongly fundamental, but he does it so well. He's a good rebounder. He's good at boxing out. I mean, if you get him inside, he's able to work inside the post. His strength isn't the three-point line, but he doesn't need it to be.
Right.
He's a very effective player, and I think if he continues to do what he's done all season, and that's just play very fundamentally sound, it'll definitely be a big advantage for the Muskies tonight.
Well, he hangs out around the basket. He does his damage in tight, and he knows where, his bread is buttered, so to speak. He doesn't get very far away from the bucket. So if you think, though, Braden has actually attempted 8 3-point shots on the season. So that just tells you after about, they've played 9 games, so he's going to shoot about 1 a game.
Just under. So there's your betting props for tonight.
There you go. Don't forget, we've got a radio broadcast tonight. We're on Nash Icon 98.5, 107.9. We are also on YRP TV YouTube tonight. If you're listening on the radio and then later on you want to go back and watch the game, that's one of the great things about our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch the game. So that's always a nice feature. Once the game has been on video, it stays on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
We're going to take one more quick break, getting ready for the national anthem here at John Glenn. When we come back, we'll go through the starting lineups. High school basketball tonight presented by AVC Sports.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing an exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash Icon, WILE Cambridge.
Dave Hilliard, Brett Klein back here at John Glenn, the Fish Tank, home of the John Glenn Little Muskies, as they take on Tri-Valley tonight in Muskingum Valley League basketball. Our starting lineups tonight for the Tri-Valley Scotties, coached by Todd McLaughlin, 7-3, 5-0 in the MVL. Their starting lineup includes a senior 6'2" Cam Carnes, another senior 6'3" guard number 2 Max Lyle, a 6'4" senior number 4 Devin Crane, a 6'4" senior number 5 Keaton Hahn, and another senior, a senior starting lineup, Brett Klein. Amazing that you got 5 seniors out there. A 6'3" forward in Noah Nichols. For John Glenn, number 1, a Cooper Briggs 6'1" guard, another 6-foot guard, number 2 CJ Dolan, a senior guard, number 4 Andrew Glob, a 6'3" wing, as he's listed. I'll call him a post player for John Glenn. Number 24, Braden Davis, and 6-foot junior guard Steele Bates, number 33, rounds out the starting lineup for Coach Eric Scheck, Little Muskies. We're ready to get underway here at John Glenn. Noah Nichols will jump it up against Braden Davis, and we're underway, and the tip goes to John Glenn. Handling it, Carnes out front. Goes to his right. Pulls up, little handoff to Hahn. Back out front to Crane. Crane penetrates, scoop shot, no good. Rebound off inside, and Braden Davis finally got his hands on it. Almost knocked it out of bounds. They had to save it and got it back to Hahn, and he put it up and in. And Tri-Valley takes an early 2-0 lead. John Glenn into the front court. Dolan off the screen from Davis. Now reverses it to Briggs. Briggs, good shooter from the perimeter, thought about the 3, but instead turns it over on the baseline, and that's going to go to Tri-Valley. And the dead ball does give John Glenn a chance to set up their full court pressure, which is something that they have just done a really great job at this year in pressuring teams. And Tri-Valley has no problem with it. Nichols throws it ahead to Lyle. Back to Carnes, now on the wing to Hahn again. He's got the first 2 points of the game. Lyle, 3-point shooter left, he lets it fly. He gets his first 3 of the game. It's 5-0. John Glenn almost to this point, Brett, where they need to score to not let Tri-Valley get on a run to start this basketball game.
Yeah, 2 straight turnovers for the Muskies, one coming on a possession that they didn't even have, and then obviously the second one, the ball thrown out of bounds. So, as you mentioned, definitely need to get something in the basket to get going and not fall behind early to the Scotties.
Bates has got it, being guarded by Hahn. Stop dribble, crosses over, gets to the free throw line, lost control of it, gets it over on the wing to Dolan. Dolan going to penetrate down the lane. Reverse layup up and good. C.J. Dolan gets John Glenn on the board, and it's 5-2 Tri-Valley.
It's a pretty move, Dave, a pretty move.
Tri-Valley having no problem against the full court pressure, except ball was lost, but got right to Nichols. He shoots it, misses it, gets his own rebound, puts it up. Rebounded again there by Crane, but knocked away from him, and here comes John Glenn on the attack. Couple of really good shots in there. Tri-Valley just couldn't get the ball to go. Bates being harassed, gets it over to Dolan on the right side. Here comes Davis to screen for him. Dolan now to Glob. Glob comes off the Davis screen, and it's poked away by Lyle. It's on the floor. Briggs comes up with it, gets it to Glob, dumps it down to Davis. And he tried to get the pass to Bates, but he was fouled in the process, and that's going to be the first foul of the game, and that's going to go on Nichols. Substitution for John Glenn, number 15, Will Nikolazakis enters the game. And number 23 enters the game for Tri-Valley, Ryan LaMonica, and another just really nice athlete that comes in off the bench for Tri-Valley. Bates gets it down low, and he is blocked immediately by LaMonica. Ball, though, thrown away. Nikolazakis makes a great play. They get it ahead to Bates. Bates lays it up and in. 5-4 Tri-Valley. They get it right in the middle of the court to Noah Nichols. Press break, and here comes the ball as, again, Dolan forces a turnover. Knocked it away from LaMonica. Davis faked the three, got into the lane. Got it to Will Nikolazakis. Back to Briggs. Briggs, 3-ball on the way. No good, off the back of the iron. Rebound fought for Braden Davis, scrambling, diving on the floor. And he pointed the wrong direction. He corrected himself. I think he had the right call all the way, Brad. He just pointed the wrong direction.
Yeah, hey, might as well get your mistakes out of the way early instead of later in the game.
I think he knew which way it was going. He just forgot which team was headed that way. So, call corrected. 5-4 Tri-Valley here early going at John Glenn. Ball knocked away by Bates. Another turnover from Tri-Valley. Bates, and as soon as you put two hands on the dribbler, they're going to call a foul.
It's an interesting strategy, and it might not be the best strategy, but hey, if you can get your key impact players for Tri-Valley in foul trouble, well, then that'll make it a bit easier because then they're trying to resort to the depth on their bench.
John Glenn is forcing some early turnovers. Inbounds play right there to Braden Davis. He made a nice cut underneath a bucket. They got it to him. He laid it up and in. His first basket. It's 6-5, John Glenn. 4.5 minutes to go. They force another turnover. Nikolazakis has got it. Hands it to Davis. Davis gets it knocked away. Bates has it now. He penetrates into the lane, being guarded closely by Nichols. Jump shot in the lane, up and good by Bates. And that's going to force a 30-second timeout from Tri-Valley. Coach McLaughlin doesn't like what he's seeing. Brett, if you're John Glenn, you're doing what you want to do. You're forcing some turnovers.
Yeah, we look at what's going on with Tri-Valley right now. I don't know if it's really uncharacteristic. I don't have enough information on what Tri-Valley has been doing this season, but I have them right now with 5 turnovers, and we're not that far into this game. And we look at what John Glenn has been able to do. I only have them with 2.
Right.
So right now, obviously we see John Glenn with the lead. Well, they're leading the battle when it comes to turnovers. They're forcing Tri-Valley to make these mistakes, and a lot of them coming not even before the half-court mark, so easy way to get a transition bucket.
John Glenn doing what they want to do, force some turnovers, and in my opinion, that's what they've got to do tonight to keep up with this very physically talented Tri-Valley team. Ball ahead, thrown all the way up the floor, and there is Hahn with a three-pointer. He had 31 against Big Walnut. He can put it in the basket, and he gets Tri-Valley an 8-6 lead. It's 8 apiece. Rebound fought for. Bates in there, fighting for the basketball with Crane. And that's going to be a foul against Tri-Valley, and that's going to be Noah Nichols' second foul. Substitutes in. Troy Patterson comes into the game for Tri-Valley. LaMonica comes back in for Nichols. Nichols with 2 fouls, probably going to sit for a little bit of time here. CJ Dolan now with the basketball, being guarded by LaMonica. Davis sets the screen. Dolan tries to penetrate. He lays it up to Davis. Davis, nice pick and roll execution by John Glenn. And Davis lays it up and in. It is 10-8 John Glenn. And there's a tip, but Tri-Valley's going to keep control. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Nikolazakis on the sideline, and it is.
How I mentioned, some very beautiful fundamental work from Braden Davis. A pick and roll. How much?
That's the most fundamental play in basketball.
Can't get more basic than that, and he ran it to perfection.
Tri-Valley into the front court. Nikolazakis trying to create havoc. Lyle's going to dump the ball off. A nice pass to Crane. Crane lays it up and in. That's his first basket. And he's tied it here at 10 with 3:18 to go in the first quarter. Dolan picked up his dribble, now gets it to Davis. Davis hands it back to Dolan. Davis wants to screen. He wants to pick and roll again, Brett. Instead, it's in Bates' hand in the middle of the court. Davis screening for Bates. Bates backs up, being closely guarded by LaMonica. Bates, crossover dribble, gets down the lane, lays it up, and he is fouled. And that's going to be on Crane. And that is his first foul, team's 4th. So, Brett, something we need to look at here, the next foul. John Glenn will shoot 2 free throws automatically.
Yeah, something that John Glenn needs to be careful of is anytime that they've been in a half-court set, it has been a bit of a struggle for them to really get any momentum or anything going in an efficient manner. They're very
offense
tough
has
defense.
been tough there so far. Yes, it has. Steele Bates at the line. He made the first one, going to shoot a second one. It's 11-10 John Glenn. Free throws up and good. 12-10 John Glenn, 2:52 to play in the first quarter, and that's going to be a foul on Glob. Glob a little bit over-aggressive there on the inbounds pass, and that's his first foul.
Globbered him.
He globbered him?
Yes, he did.
I like that.
Is that a bad joke?
I like that. That was really pretty good. Andrew Glob, he globbered him. I like it. Glob and Bates pressuring in the backcourt along with Briggs. They get it across, penetrated, knocked away from Crane, but they keep control of the basketball. And that's going to be another foul on Glob, I believe. And it is. That's his second foul in the last 30 seconds. And that's going to bring C.J. Dolan up off the bench for John Glenn. 3 fouls now on John Glenn, 4 on Tri-Valley. Max Lyle to inbound the basketball. Cross screens inside, gets it into Hahn. Hahn, right-hand dribble, being guarded by Glob. Lyle with the ball now, crossover, spin move, layup, no good. Glob with the rebound. Gets it to Briggs. John Glenn on the attack. Pressure in the backcourt. John Glenn gets it across. They get it now to Cole Robinson, who just came into the game as well for John Glenn. Robinson bounce pass to Dolan, but it's knocked away, and it's stolen by Tri-Valley. Patterson with the basketball, now ahead to Hahn. Hahn gets it to Lyle. Lyle to LaMonica on the baseline, skips it across court. Nice shot fake. Now to Hahn for the 3 at top of the circle, no good. Rebound to LaMonica, he's going to lay it up and in. LaMonica was his first bucket of the game, and it's 12 all. 1:42 to play in the first quarter.
Tri-Valley's definitely slowed the game down to a tempo that they like, especially on offense. They're taking advantage of John Glenn missing on a handful of steal opportunities and allowing them to really play pretty good defensively and offensively.
Well, Coach McLaughlin told me last year one of his best offenses he thought was for somebody to shoot it and they just go rebound it, because they're a really good rebounding team. Briggs. Back to Dolan at the top of the circle. Davis going to screen for him, but Dolan's going to fire from the top of the key. It's no good. And there's a foul. That's going to be on Braden Davis. His first foul, team 4th. Both teams now with 4 fouls here in the first quarter. Subs into the game. Lucas Blair checks in for the first time for John Glenn. Bates came back into the game for John Glenn as well. 12-12, a minute to play now. Tri-Valley breaks the press. LaMonica skips it to Lyle in the corner. Lefty lets the three go. It's no good. It bounced in. I thought it was going to bounce out, but it bounced straight up in the air and went in. So Max Lyle now, he's got 2 3-pointers in the quarter, 6 points on the game. Blair sets the screen for Bates. Bates dribbling the basketball, wanted a screen from Blair. Blair slipped the screen. Now back to Briggs. Briggs hands it to Dolan, 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Tri-Valley 15, John Glenn 12. Dolan beats Lyle on the dribble, and there's going to be a block. And I'm trying to look at the player number here. That's number 4. That's Devin Crane. That's going to be his second foul. .20 seconds to play in the first quarter. C.J. Dolan goes to the free throw line. 2 free throws. First one rattles around and goes in. 15-13 Tri-Valley.
Not much time left here in the first quarter, but with these last 20 seconds, any foul that Tri-Valley does commit is an automatic 2 free throws. The safe with John Glenn. Any foul that they commit is an automatic 2.
I just wish the 1-and-1 was still there. All right. Dolan gets the second one to go. John Glenn 4 for 4 from the line here in the first quarter. 15-14 Tri-Valley going to get the last shot at it here in the first quarter. LaMonica's got it. He penetrates into the lane. Hands it off to Hahn. Hahn right down the lane. Lays it up and in. Fouled. Hoop in the harm for Keaton Hahn. He's got 7 points with a chance to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Hahn has 7 points in the quarter, a chance to get his 8th with 9.6 seconds. So John Glenn will get the last possession now. Hahn toes the free throw line, dribbles it one time, looks at it, lets it go, and it's good. Nice touch there from Hahn. He's got 8 points, 7 seconds, 6. Bates has got to get across half. There's a screen from Davis. He penetrates all the way in, shot up at the buzzer, and is no good. That will end the first quarter of action here. Tri-Valley leads this game 18-14 after the first quarter. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on AVC Sports.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-week challenge. The Metamucil 2-week challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
Second quarter action ready to get underway here at John Glenn High School. Tri-Valley with a 4-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It's 18-14. Scotties over the Little Muskies. John Glenn gets the first possession. Nick Lazakis will bring the ball into the front court. Tri-Valley in a man-to-man defense. To Blair. Blair, handoff to Bates. Bates wants to try to take Hahn on the dribble. Now a screen from Blair again. Decides just to hand it back to Briggs. Briggs now picks up his dribble on the left side, gets it back to Dolan in the middle of the floor. Blair going to set that high screen. Dolan, spin move into the lane, up and no good on the layup. Nice job by Hahn staying in front of him and making him alter the shot. Tri-Valley in a hurry, they get it to Hahn. He might have got away with a travel. He laid it up and in. He's got 10 points now for Tri-Valley. Bates tried to cross it over in front of Carnes, and it went off Carnes' foot. Out of bounds, John Glenn keeps it. 20-14 now, Tri-Valley. Just underway here in the second quarter. Bates going to go into the backcourt to get the inbounds pass, and he's going to bring it, walk it into the front court. Braden Davis wants to screen for Bates. Bates couldn't get rid of his defender, Carnes. Dolan thought about the pull-up, gets it to Nikolazakis. Nikolazakis being guarded by Lyle. Noah Nichols back into the game with 2 fouls for Tri-Valley. Bates now has it on the left wing. Davis is going to come and screen for him. Now Nikolazakis will screen for Bates, but instead over to Briggs. Briggs to Davis. Davis going to screen. Nichols switches off onto Cooper Briggs. Dolan with a screen from Davis, can't get anywhere. Tri-Valley doing a really nice job defensively. Dolan got all the way to the rim, laid it up and in, but no good. Nikolazakis with a steal in the backcourt, and he's going to put his first bucket in. He's got 2 points now, and he cuts the Tri-Valley lead to 4. There's a steal on the inbounds. Bates pulls up, 3, no good. Rebound off to Noah Nichols. Here comes Tri-Valley in a hurry. They get it ahead to Lyle. Lyle, crossover dribble, gets to the lane, lays it up and in. Nice job there by Lyle. Got to a point where he could use his left hand, and he laid it up and in. John Glenn in a hurry. Dolan, spin move, fakes. Ball's tipped away by Hahn off the backboard. And here comes Tri-Valley again. They get it to Lyle. Lyle penetrates. Nikolazakis tried to knock it away from him, reach from behind, and that's going to be a foul on Nikolazakis, his second.
Yeah, going back to the shot that Nikolazakis made, I mean, he was quiet the entire first quarter and then makes that layup, and, 2 points, 2 fouls, just not the start that I would imagine Nico wants to have. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. One thing that I'm really noticing here on the offensive end for John Glenn, they would like to run the pick and roll with any of their guards and Braden Davis or Lucas Blair when he's in the game, but Tri-Valley is doing such a good job. They're switching it, or they're just getting through the screen and not letting the ball handler get any room whatsoever. So, Tri-Valley doing a nice job on the defensive end. If they can keep from turning it over and keep pushing it in transition like they have and get some easy shot opportunities, it's going to be a long night for John Glenn. Yeah, the physicality of Tri-Valley definitely proving to be an issue for John Glenn. However, John Glenn is doing a good job on offense, maintaining ball control, because right now I only have him down for 4 turnovers. And when you're dealing with such, high and physical defensive intensity, it's good that you're only having 4 turnovers right now, 2 a quarter. So if you're John Glenn, that's something that you have to keep trying to ride on.
Lyle inbounds the ball, but it's stolen by Briggs, and he turns it right back over. Hahn gets a steal back. He penetrates, pull-up jumper in the lane. It's good. Keaton Hahn with 2 more for Tri-Valley. Steele Bates gets it into the front court. He tries to beat Nichols on the dribble, and he shoots it, no good. Gets his own rebound, fakes Nichols up into the air. Nice spin move. 2 points for Steele Bates. He's got 8 points now. 24-18. Tri-Valley with the lead. 5 minutes to go in this quarter. Nichols tries to take an athletic play all the way to the rim, but can't get the shot to go. Nikolazakis to Briggs. Bates, 3-pointer from the wing. Good. Steele Bates. His first 3 of the game, and it's now 24-21 Tri-Valley. So John Glenn is going to force another turnover on the inbounds. Dolan all the way up, lays it up and in. And that's going to be Coach McLaughlin's going to call a full timeout, so we'll take a break as well. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge. Don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Second quarter action here at John Glenn. The Little Muskies with a run that's got them back into the basketball game. It's 24-23 Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley has turned it over against the John Glenn press. And the Little Muskies have capitalized as Bates just hit a three. And they're going to force another turnover. And it's going to get thrown ahead to Dolan. Dolan going to lay it up and in. C.J. Dolan, he's got 4 points in the quarter, and he gives his team a 1-point lead. It's 25-24. 4 minutes to go in this first half of basketball.
You talk about turnovers, Dave. John Glenn has forced 10 Tri-Valley turnovers here in the first half already.
And there's a three-pointer from Patterson on the wing, and he gives his team the lead back. It's now 27-25 Tri-Valley. Brett, you're right. We talked about the turnovers being a really big factor in the basketball game, and John Glenn just keeps continuing to make Tri-Valley turn it over in that full court setting.
Yep, has helped led to a run, which we are currently in the middle of, and, kept John Glenn in this basketball game despite, their lack of physicality compared to the Scotties.
C.J. Dolan now baseline drive back to Bates. Bates shot fake, gets all the way to the rim, lays it up, no good. Davis with the rebound, up and in. Braden Davis has got 6 points now, and it's a tie game, 27-all here with 3:20 to go in the second quarter. Tri-Valley, LaMonica's got it, throws ahead to Lyle. Lyle skips it to Hahn. Hahn's going to try another three. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound fought for. Bates has the rebound. He's going to throw it ahead to Briggs. Briggs passes it over to Nikolazakis. He gets it tipped away. Nikolazakis dives for it. We've got bodies everywhere. A scramble for the ball on the floor. And they're going to call a kick. And that is a great call by this trail official. Nice job, right in position to see the play all the way, and it was a kick ball from Tri-Valley. So it's going to be John Glenn basketball underneath their own bucket here. 2:52 to play until halftime, and we've got a tie game at 27. Inbound to Dolan. Dolan three ball from the corner, no good. Rebound off to Noah Nichols. Patterson throws it ahead to Lyle. Lyle dropped it, but he tries to speed it to Nichols. Nichols can't handle it. Another turnover. Bates now with a basketball into the front court. Free throw line, pull up jumper, good. Steal Bates. He's got 13. There's another turnover. Briggs steps in, three-pointer on the way. Bang! Cooper Briggs with the three. His first three of the game. It's 32-27 John Glenn. They throw it the length of the floor, and that's going to be an intentional foul. Lyle going for the layup. They're calling an intentional foul on Cooper Briggs. He did not go for the ball. Now, we're over here on the John Glenn side, and they don't agree with that assessment that it was an intentional foul. But I'm going to have to agree with the officials.
I've seen that play before in a handful of professional players. If I were taking a layup and I got hugged from over top, I wouldn't, expect that to be a play on the ball either.
That was really not a play on the basketball. So I am with the intentional foul. Now what that means, he's going to shoot 2 free throws, and he's also going to get, Tri-Valley's going to get possession of the basketball. Lyle missed the first free throw. Second one is good. 32-28, John Glenn with a 4-point lead, thanks to this nice run that they've had going here in this part of the first or the second quarter. I was going to say first half, but second quarter. 2:10 to play. 32-28. Hahn's got it out front. He penetrates, and he's going to get bumped by Steele Bates. That's Bates' first foul of the game.
Tri-Valley doing, a lot better here in this second quarter, 0 team fouls on the board for the Scotties.
I just noticed that myself. No fouls here in the second quarter. Nichols gets it down low. Skip pass to Patterson. Now back to Nichols. Three-pointer on the way. No good. And it's going to be a tie-up for the basketball. A jump ball, a good call. And that's going to stay with Tri-Valley.
We talk about the physicality of Noah Nichols, and his jump shot shows that he is definitely an athletic person, not the most,
Patterson.
keen of mind with shooting.
Nice shot fake, and he creates space for his three-pointer. And it's now 32-31 John Glenn. Cole Robinson drives the lane, layup no good. Bates gets the rebound courtesy of Braden Davis. Briggs going to try a three from deep, and it's no good. Minute and a half to play, 32-31 John Glenn. Carnes, and that's going to be a 10-second count against Tri-Valley. Yet another turnover against the pressure. Brett tracking turnovers tonight. He's got a job.
They're up to 13, Dave. So, 3 turnovers since we last mentioned that they were in double digits, which, if I'm correct, was only with a couple minutes, taken away from this clock that we're sitting in.
Bates now handles it in the front court for John Glenn. And they're going to call a foul. I believe that's going to be on number 4.
He might take a seat here, Dave.
I would say with 3 fouls, he'll come out of the basketball game. LaMonica comes back in for him. Crane, one of the starters, he's got 3 fouls here in the first half. Minute 12 to go. John Glenn with a 32-31 lead. Briggs out front with it. Now back to Dolan, almost knocked away. High screen there from Davis. Dolan shaking and baking, but can't get rid of LaMonica. LaMonica switches off onto Bates. Bates almost lost it, but he's going to be fouled by LaMonica. LaMonica a little bit too aggressive.
It's 2 fouls within the past, I want to say 60 seconds. John Glenn had the basketball with just over 2 minutes and now 49.1 seconds. Tri-Valley 2 fouls and John Glenn still with possession.
Ball inbounded by Dolan to Davis, back to Dolan. Dolan thought about a shot, but now dribbles out to the middle of the floor, gets it to Davis. Davis gets it to Bates, wants to screen for him. He's going to let a 3-ball go, and no good. Davis fights for the rebound, but Hans got his hands on it, and he gets it to Patterson. Tri-Valley with maybe one last possession here, 25 seconds to go. And it's going to get almost stolen by Cole Robinson. Instead, Tri-Valley keeps possession with 20 seconds to go.
A close call, but that C official is just, he's right there, ready to make that call. And John Glenn not showing any signs of letting up on any defensive pressure.
Tri-Valley inbounds it. Lyle gets it to Patterson in the backcourt. Between the legs, now on the left side to Lyle. Lyle, space for the three-pointer, no good. Rebound off to Davis. 10 seconds. Bates, 9 seconds. Better hustle or he's not going to get a shot off. Davis screens for Bates. Bates trying to get some room. Three-pointer, good! Steele Bates hits the 3 to end the first half. His team leads it 35-31 here at halftime at John Glenn. We'll be back with halftime. I'm hopefully going to have a couple of guests that we'll be talking to when we come back. This is high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Experience luxury and power like never before with the Ford F-150. Available now at Doan Ford. With its sleek exterior, EcoBoost V6 engine, and low miles, these F-150s are ready for any adventure. Enjoy modern conveniences like power windows, locks, cruise control, and a climate-controlled cab. Don't miss out on this exceptional driving experience. Visit Doan Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doanford.com.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AIRPORT25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AIRPORT25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Dave Hilliard back here at halftime of the Tri-Valley John Glenn boys basketball game. John Glenn enjoying a 35-31 lead here at the half. Got a couple special guests with me, and I had to do equal time. I've got a Tri-Valley alum in Terrell Darden. I've got a John Glenn alum here in Nathan Walker. Fellas, thanks for coming on. I know I made you do it, so all right, but thank you for being here. Terrell is a 2024 alum of Tri-Valley. He just graduated. He's a freshman at Muskingum. He is on our basketball team along with our 2023 alum of John Glenn, Nathan Walker. You guys are teammates now, but you each played against each other out on this court. You played for the coaches that are still doing it. So tell me something. What's something that you guys learned from your coaches in high school that you still carry with you today as a player in college? I'll ask you first, Nate.
For the basketball-wise, just playing together, but
yeah.
Me and Terrell just being one of the better players. You got to go take the game. Got to be like a good leader out there. That helps a lot. So that carried over.
Terrell, what's something you learned playing at Tri-Valley that you carry over now?
I think just having the right mindset every game. Just having that chip on your shoulder, just coming out, just play your best every game.
So give me your analysis, guys, of the first half. What do you think's going on out here?
This is new to me.
When you played for John Glenn, this was not a pressing, trapping. This was a Princeton offense team. This is a little bit different than what you're seeing, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it, though.
Yeah.
When Tri-Valley breaks the press, they're looking all right, but they're just having a hard time breaking that press.
Turning it over way too much. You know any other teams that turn it over too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, us a little bit. Terrell, you were saying you said the exact same thing when you came up here. They're having trouble handling the press right now.
Yeah, I feel like if they can break the press and attack, they can get easy buckets, but they're just having a hard time breaking it. And
yeah.
They just got to be more patient, just find the open guys.
Now, you guys played in the MVL, and we definitely have an MVL flavor on the team. Do you guys ever think you'd be playing together in college?
I guess when I saw Terrell on the visit, that was the first time I thought about it.
Yeah.
No, besides that.
Yeah, because you're a year ahead of Terrell. So Terrell, an incoming freshman.
Yeah.
Terrell, let me ask you, what do you think is the biggest difference when you play at the college level compared to when you played in high school?
I think it's just like more competitive, and just better players just playing better, really.
What do you think the big difference is when you move up to the next level?
Just the pace and speed, especially like come back tonight. They need a shot clock in high school.
And yeah, shot clock.
Oh my God.
They definitely need a shot clock in high school. This is
the shot clock, like we're used to it now.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse with the shot clock, but I think it's 10 times better coming back and watching.
And that's what, I was a high school coach, and to me that's one of the things I think they need in the high school game now is a shot clock. It would be so much better.
I also think they need a charge arc.
Yeah.
I'm with you too on that one.
Because that one charge on Devin, I don't know.
Nah, that was a block.
I don't know.
Differing opinions here, and I will say that we do like to give each other a lot of grief on the team at Muskingum about how our high school teams are doing. You got a couple other teammates with you. You got Owen Emig, another Riverview guy. He's here with you tonight. Yeah, we don't really want to talk to him about Riverview.
We don't want to talk about Riverview. Not much to talk about.
We got a Lou Cisse here with us tonight, another freshman with Terrell here. He's from Licking Heights. And I'm going to put the plug in since we play at home tomorrow night, right, fellas?
Yep, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, we play Capital at Muskingum. And again, Saturday we play at home. It's a doubleheader, women's and men's doubleheader. We play at 3 o'clock. The women play at 1 o'clock. If you want a chance to see some local players, and that's one of the things people always told me, you guys got to have local players on your team. Well, we do. Terrell, a Tri-Valley guy. We've got Nate here as a John Glenn alum. We've got 2 Sheridan alums. We've got Riverview. We have an MVL flavor to the team, so we certainly encourage anyone come out and see us play this week, and certainly appreciate Terrell and Nathan being our guests here at halftime. We're going to take one more quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk about what to expect here in the third quarter. This is high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121. Follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Dave Hilliard back. It's halftime at John Glenn. The Little Muskies lead this basketball game 35-31. Brett, boy, the action was fast and furious in that first half. What do you think the teams need to do to be successful here in this second half?
Well, looking back at that first half, it was a tale of 2 quarters. The first quarter, Tri-Valley outscored John Glenn 18-14, and I think what Tri-Valley did in the first quarter, they need to do for the rest of the game. In the second quarter, John Glenn outscored Tri-Valley 21-13, and I think John Glenn needs to do more of what they did in the second quarter for the rest of the game. If I look at some stats here, like I said, 21 points in the second quarter for John Glenn on 9 of 18 shooting, 50%. First quarter, 50% shooting, 5 of 10. So right now, John Glenn sitting at a very comfortable 14 of 28 from the field. And then in the second quarter, I mean, Tri-Valley doesn't really and hasn't really taken many shots. In the first quarter, they were 7 of 12. In the second quarter, 5 for 9.
Right.
So obviously the difference in shots taken is making a big impact on that game, especially because John Glenn is having success getting the ball in the basket. And like we mentioned, if you're Tri-Valley, you've got to find a way to get the ball in the basket. You've had some success from the three-point line, but those weren't set plays that were really, here's what we're going to do. We're going to design something for a three-point shot. It was, we have a shooter, he's open, he's shooting it. And, defensively, Tri-Valley's done a great job at forcing John Glenn into situations to where, it might take a lot of time off the clock or it leads to a turnover. However, I only have John Glenn with 6 as opposed to 13 for Tri-Valley. So we're just going to have to see what adjustments are made in the second half.
Third quarter underway now. Steele Bates with the basketball. He's got 16 points here at halftime. He came alive in that second quarter, a couple three-pointers. Gets the ball to Dolan. Dolan spins down the lane, kicks it over to Bates on the right side. Shot fake, trying to get Crane out of his way. Now Nikolazakis to Briggs. Now Braden Davis has it. Gets it to Dolan. Dolan, fake. Now dribbles it between the legs. Looks for Bates, but now gets it to Nikolazakis. Nikolazakis going to back up on the dribble. Braden Davis sets the screen. Nichols switched off onto him. Cooper Briggs now picked up his dribble. Now to Dolan at the top of the circle. Nikolazakis now. Briggs tries the lane. Dumps it off to Davis. Nice play there. Briggs to Davis. Davis his 8th point of the game. It's 37-31 John Glenn. Tri-Valley now gets it up across half court. They get it to Nichols. Nichols going to go to the lane, and it's going to be a block. That's a good call. Nichols, full head of steam going to the rim. Briggs is the last line of defense. That's his 2nd foul.
Yeah, Briggs not fully set, and even when the contact was made, he decided to move. So it would have been a lot tougher of a call if he just stayed put, but that slide from Briggs ultimately leading to 2 free throws for number 12. No
Nichols going to shoot a couple, and the first one is off the back iron.
Nichols scoreless here in the game. He's 0 for 5 through the first half of play, and obviously now missing a free throw. We're going to see if he can change that.
Well, he got a couple of fouls and sat some time there in the first quarter, so it was a tough start for him. Nikolazakis now penetrates in, gets it to Bates in the corner. Bates on the dribble, lays it up. Nice contest there, no foul. That was Crane that did a nice job contesting the shot. Right down the lane and laid it up. Carnes with the miss, but there is Hahn for the rebound, and he's fouled. And that basket is going to count.
Basket by Keaton Hahn at the line shooting 1. Foul number 24, Braden Davis.
That's Davis's 2nd foul. Hahn got his 14th point with a chance to add one more. It's 37-34, 6.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Hahn gets the free throw. 37-35 now.
Hahn had a really good first quarter, and I'd like to see him get, more good looks at the basket, because based on what we've seen, he's able to shoot well and finish well inside. I think they're taking a lot of missed opportunities, inside for the Scotties.
Bates penetrates in, a little pull up in the lane, and he gets his 18th point of the game. Tri-Valley going to turn it over against the press again. Nikolazakis. Nikolazakis creating havoc. And that's going to be Carnes' 2nd foul. John Glenn will have possession on the sideline. 6:03 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's 39-35, John Glenn with the lead. Briggs goes behind the back, gets all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. Nobody saw him coming, and he's got 5 points now.
Quick, easy move, and a straight, easy cut right to the basket. 2 points for Cooper Briggs.
Nice behind the back move. Nichols has it in the front court for Tri-Valley. They skip it to Lyle. Lyle, 3-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound fought for. Nichols has got it. He takes it up, strong move, and he lays it in. He's got 3 points in the quarter. It's 41-37. John Glenn. Briggs, pull up 3. Excuse me, that's Steele Bates, and he's got 21 now. Lyle inbounds the ball. Carnes had it, gets it to Nichols. Nichols almost lost it, keeps control. He's going to go full head of steam, dumps it down low, and it's knocked away. Nice defensive play there. Crane had it, going to go up and score the ball, but Bates knocks it away. Tri-Valley will keep possession underneath their own bucket. Nichols checks out, LaMonica in for the Scotties. Lyle going to lob it inbounds. They had Carnes coming off the screen. Little runner, no good. Braden Davis going to get the rebound. And he gets it over to C.J. Dolan. John Glenn on the run. And Davis tried to throw that baseline pass all the way in the corner to Nikolazakis, but it's knocked out of bounds. 4:48 to go in the third quarter. John Glenn, 44. Tri-Valley, 37. It was 35-31 at halftime. Tough spot to inbound it in the corner, and Bates is going to call a timeout, and they're going to come over and have a discussion about it at the John Glenn bench. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here too, Brett. 35-31 at half. Our score right now, 44-37. John Glenn extending the lead. It's a 7-point lead right now, and they just keep making Tri-Valley turn the ball over, Brett, and that's just the difference in the basketball game.
Yeah, and I have to give credit to, somebody that you pointed out as an impact player in this game, number 33, Steele Bates. I mean, he had 16 points at half, and he has 5 in this third quarter alone. 6 of 13 in that first half, and I mean, he went 4 of 8 in the second quarter, scoring 10 of John Glenn's 21 points to help give them this lead that they're currently, working on maintaining. And offensive and defensively, he's just really stepping up this game.
John Glenn gets the ball inbounds this time. Nikolazakis backs up on the dribble. He's got it down on the left side now, right in the middle of the floor to Dolan. Dolan hands it back to Nikolazakis. He hands it to Briggs. Briggs thought about the three. Now to Bates on the right wing. Fakes, dribbles, backs up. Nichols switches off onto Bates. Nikolazakis sets a screen for Bates. Now they get it to Davis. Nice move to get open by Bates. LaMonica stays in front of him. The nice pass to Davis. Steele Bates with the pass to Davis. Davis has 10 points now. It's 46-37. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
I have a comment, but I don't want to curse the kid, so I'll keep it to myself, Dave.
Keaton Hahn lets the three go. He gets his own rebound, puts it up and in, and that's going to be a foul on Davis. Hahn, another chance at another three-point play here. And that is a big foul in this basketball game, as that's Braden Davis's third foul. And that's a big play in the game. Braden is a big part of this John Glenn basketball team. Lucas Blair going to replace him, 46-39. And Hahn gets the back end of the three-point play. 2 3-point plays for him this quarter alone, and he's got 18 points for the game. Bates with 21 for John Glenn leads all scorers. Bates has the ball in his hand again, guarded by Lyle. Hands it off to C.J. Dolan. Dolan, almost got stolen by Noah Nichols, and that would have been Dunk City on the other end had that happened. Nichols goes up and gets the rebound off the Briggs mix. Here comes Lyle. Lyle weaving through traffic. They're going to get it down low to Nichols. Nichols up, blocked by Blair, but they're going to say it was a foul. And that'll be his first foul of the game. Noah Nichols going to go back to the free throw line. He was 1 of 2 earlier here in the quarter. Eyes the rim, first free throw is short. The score stays at 46-40, John Glenn. Tri-Valley trails by 6, 3:16 to go. Nichols with the second free throw. And that one is off the mark as well, but it's rebounded by LaMonica. LaMonica gets the offensive board for Tri-Valley. Hahn penetrates into the lane. Shot up over Lucas Blair, and it's good. Keaton Hahn now with 20 points now for Tri-Valley. Dolan tries to shake Patterson. He gets all the way to the rim, lays it up and in, and he is fouled by Noah Nichols. That's going to be Noah Nichols' third foul.
A lot of players in this game, Dave, with 3 fouls, and, I'm all for the entertainment.
Well, both teams really get out and get after you, and it's just the aggressiveness creates fouls. And Dolan finishes the three-point play, and he pushes it back to a 7-point lead for John Glenn. 2:50 to play in the third quarter. It's 49-42. Up ahead to Lyle. Lyle loses it, but it tips it right to Hahn, but it's taken by Glob. Glob throws it ahead. Layup no good by Cole Robinson. Tried to shield the defenders off. Nice play, a nice pass there from Nichols to Hahn. And Hahn's got 22 now. He leads all scorers. Bates gets the screen from Blair. Trying to shake LaMonica on the dribble, but not having much success. LaMonica stays right in front of him. Hands it to Robinson. Robinson now to Blair. Andrew Glob penetrates, poked away by Nichols, but Glob keeps it. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. Blair gets the rebound. He dumps it off to Glob. Glob misses the layup. Nichols with the rebound. 49-44, minute 50.
John Glenn definitely struggling to find the bottom of the net here.
Tri-Valley breaks the press, gets it to Lyle, and he hits a three. His first three of the second half. He's got 12, 49-47. And John Glenn going to put some of their offensive firepower back into the game. Bates backs up on the dribble, closely guarded by LaMonica. Nichols switches off and fouls him. That is Noah Nichols' fourth foul. Braden Davis, Cooper Briggs, and Will Nikolazakis all check back in. Noah Nichols now with 4 fouls. He comes out with a minute 25 to go in the third quarter. Huge play in the game right there. Nichols, we talked about his athleticism, probably the best athlete on the floor in this conference. He's on the bench right now. You can't be very athletic from the bench, Brett. Dolan backs up on the dribble, now crosses over, gets into the lane, gets a Bates. Three-pointer on the way, no good, in and out. Rebound off to LaMonica. He gets it to Carnes, but it's thrown away through Carnes' hands. And that ever-present John Glenn pressure just keeps creating turnovers.
That was the first turnover they had in a while. You know, they had 13 at the half. They've done really good. They're only at 15, so just 2 turnovers for the Scotties here in this third quarter, which has been a big part of why this game is now down to a 2-point deficit.
They've cut that lead. It was a 9-point lead there for John Glenn at one point. John Glenn trying to be very patient, 40 seconds. Dolan got into the lane and tried to get a little swing pass over there to Davis. Bates being guarded by Hahn. He backs off on the dribble. A lot of people from John Glenn want fouls. There are no fouls right there, folks. That is just good on-ball defense by Keaton Hahn. Dolan. He's trying to find some space on the dribble. Left-hand dribble, he gets all the way, lays it up, no good. Rebound from Bates. He couldn't get the follow. 7 seconds. LaMonica knocked away from behind by, and there's going to be a foul on a 3-point attempt. The save got thrown all the way back. Nikolazakis threw it behind his back, but he threw it right to Hahn, who's fouled by Briggs. So Hahn is going to shoot 3 free throws here with 2.1 seconds left, giving his team a chance to take the lead as we go into the fourth quarter. First free throw is good. 49-48.
Hahn's really filling up my scoring column in my third quarter here for
Yes, he is. He is really filling it up. He's got 23, now 24 points as the second free throw is good. Hahn now with an opportunity to shoot and get a free throw three-pointer, but it's no good. Rebound off to Bates, and that's going to end the third quarter. It is a deadlock here at New Concord, 49-49 as we head to the fourth. We'll be back with that fourth quarter action. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Experience luxury and power like never before with the Ford F-150. Available now at Doan Ford. With its sleek exterior, EcoBoost V6 engine, and low miles, these F-150s are ready for any adventure. Enjoy modern conveniences like power windows, locks, cruise control, and a climate-controlled cab. Don't miss out on this exceptional driving experience. Visit Doan Ford today, located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doanford.com.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Fourth quarter action ready to get underway here at John Glenn. We're deadlocked at 49 as we start the fourth quarter. Interesting, Brett, the first and third quarters went to Tri-Valley 18-14 each time. Second quarter, though, belonged to John Glenn 21-13. We're deadlocked, and there's a travel to start the fourth quarter by Carnes. He got a little bit ahead of himself, shuffled his feet.
Turnover number 16 for the Scotties, and I have Carnes right now with 5 of them.
John Glenn now takes possession. Steele Bates in no hurry as he brings it into the front court, being closely guarded by Carnes. Bates now on the dribble, gets it in the corner. Dolan, he's going to back off. Takes it to the middle of the floor now, bounces it to Davis. Davis would like to get rid of it. He does to Nikolazakis. Nikolazakis moved a little bit faster than he could with the basketball. He picks up his dribble now, and he's in trouble. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Scheck, and it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching and listening to boys high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Now located at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell, Ohio, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a mutual insurance company established in 1896 for the purpose of providing insurance coverage to rural Ohio. They offer a product to meet your insurance need, whether it's for a farm, rental dwelling, home in town, secondary or seasonal dwelling, churches, or mobile home. They partner with Grinnell Mutual Insurance Company from Iowa to offer liability coverage to package with their Patrons Buckeye Mutual policy. Call today, 740-305-5121. Follow them on Facebook at Patrons Buckeye.
Fourth quarter action continues here from John Glenn High School. It's 49-all here with just underway in the fourth quarter. Here with Brett Klein, my color man tonight, cameraman Mike Mitchell, producer Sam Grubbs, all in the house tonight, providing all the things that we need for our broadcast here tonight. Brett, both teams a little bit tentative to start this fourth quarter. Maybe the action will get a little bit more fast-paced, but both teams a little bit tentative to start this fourth quarter. 7:21 to go in the game. It's 49 apiece. Bates now with Hahn guarding him. And they switch off on that ball screen as they've been doing most of the game. Briggs thought about the screen but slipped it instead. Now Lyle has switched off onto Bates. Bates takes it into the lane, dumps it to Braden Davis, and he gets the lay-in. Nice job by Steele Bates as he finds Braden Davis to give his team a 2-point lead. It's 51-49.
Braden Davis doing a great job.
There's another turnover against the press.
You know, being in the right place at the right time, and has yet to miss a shot. I mean, he's taken a handful of shots all right inside 2 feet of the basket.
They're always right. He always hangs around the rim. He's just really good at it. Bates penetrates lefty shot, and he gets it to go. 23 points now for John Glenn. There's almost a steal in the backcourt. Nikolazakis almost got his hand on it. They get it in low to LaMonica. Lyle mishandles the ball and then falls over. That should have been a travel. Nice penetration there. And boy, LaMonica tried to go up and hammer home the rebound.
Wow.
Couldn't quite get it done.
My last flash before my eyes. I'm not even down there, Dave.
LaMonica in the JV games last year, I saw them. They were throwing alley-oop lobs to him in the JV games. He is an athlete. C.J. Dolan now penetrates to the right side. LaMonica blocks it but fouls. Dolan is going to go to the line to shoot a pair.
And this is where it can be dangerous because getting ready to sub into the game, number 12, Noah Nichols. And Dave, there's one thing that we can both agree on is going to be dangerous for Nichols. He's playing with 4 fouls.
Yeah, Nichols going to check back in here with 4 fouls. His team trailing by 4. Dolan going to shoot a pair, though, to try to extend the lead. And the first one rattles around and goes in.
And before we get to the second free throw, hey, a big shout out to our sponsors for tonight's game: Valentine Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Wakefield Dental, West 40 Auto Sales, Doan Ford, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, and State Farm, Allen Hunter.
Dolan gets both free throws. It's 55-49. John Glenn by 6. There's a steal on the inbounds by Bates. Bates gets it back to Briggs. Briggs thought about the 3, but changed his mind. Now to Dolan in the middle of the floor. Another turnover against the press, and that's exactly what John Glenn needs to do to be successful in this one. Dolan now backing down Nichols into the lane, and he kicks it back out to Nikolazakis. I think that's one where you want to attack Nichols with the 4 fouls. Nikolazakis, though, he's going to get all the way to the rim. He lays it up, no good. Davis, rebound, no good. And they're going to be he tied him up, but he was coming from out of bounds, I believe is the play there. So back to Tri-Valley, Max Lyle to inbound the ball for the Scotties. Tri-Valley breaks the press this time. Up the floor to Hahn. Hahn skips it over to Lyle. Lyle going to try a 3. No good. Rebound, though. Put back up and in by Crane. Crane with a nice offensive board and stick back. It's 55-51. Dolan with the ball now for the Muskies. He backs up, gets it over to Briggs. Briggs hands it back to Dolan. Dolan crosses over, gets all the way up, lays it up, no good. Nice job there by Lyle on the defense. And the ball is almost stolen. 2 John Glenn players run into each other, and it's going to be a dunk for Hahn. Should have been a steal, but the John Glenn players ran into each other. Ball falls to Tri-Valley, and it's 55-53. Dolan now has it to Bates. Bates being guarded by Hahn out top. He switches off now, it's Nichols. If I'm Bates, I would take it right at Nichols. He's got 4 fouls. Doesn't want to get the 5th, so he doesn't even put a hand up, and Bates banks it in to put his team back up by 4. Nichols throws it away. Briggs with the steal to Bates. Bates decides against attacking the rim, takes it back. Dolan, he's going to attack the rim, gets it to Davis. Back to Dolan. Nikolazakis, and he traveled. Turnover against John Glenn. 57-53, 3:52 to play. That's going to be a timeout, 30-second one here for Tri-Valley. And Brett, the action has picked up.
Absolutely. And, you know, a lot of the turnovers, because of course that's one of the keys of this game, is limiting turnovers per team. Tri-Valley, a lot of their turnovers aren't coming when they get past half court. A lot of them are because of the pressure, full court pressure from the Muskies. And even still, John Glenn doing a great job at not committing as many turnovers. I have them down for 7 right now, which they were at 6 at halftime. So they're handling the ball well, and they, at least on the offensive side, know what they need to do.
Those possession stats in a game like this one, where you're trying to create offense off of turnovers and offensive rebounds, that's where you get those extra possessions. John Glenn is doing the job making Tri-Valley turn it over. That's been a key for them in their entire season. Part of the reason why they're off to an 8-1 start, they have been able to make people turn the ball over, and they did it right there. Well, I think Bates tipped it, though.
But the next turnover for Tri-Valley is going to be turnover number 20 for the Scotties.
Bates guards the inbound. It's Max Lyle, the quarterback. They're going to throw it ahead to Nichols. Nichols, nice pass to Crane, and Crane's going to lay it up and in. Nice job there against the press. Nichols seeing that diagonal pass to Crane, and Crane lays it up. His 6th point on the night. It's 57-55 now with 3.5 minutes to play in the game. Hahn reached in out top, but no foul. Bates has got Nichols on him again. Nichols with 4 fouls. Bates trying to shake and bake, gets to the rim, puts it up and in. Steele Bates, 6 points in the quarter, and every time they switch Nichols off onto Bates, Bates is saying, I'm going to take you to the rim because you don't want to foul. Nice job again by Tri-Valley against the press, and they're going to throw it away though. That's going to be over and back, and that's going to be John Glenn basketball. 2:57 to play in the game. It's 59-55, John Glenn.
Now this is one heck of a duel here, because we have Steele Bates, who is now up to 27, as opposed to Keaton Hahn with 26.
Been a really good high school basketball game. Very competitive. Teams playing hard, but clean at the same time. It's been a great game. Dolan takes it all the way to the rim. It's blocked. Nice move, but a better defensive play. Here comes Tri-Valley on the attack. Nice pass to Crane, or to Hahn inside, and he misses it. Good job by Braden Davis, just jumping straight up. And there's going to be a foul on Hahn in the backcourt. And that's his first foul of the game.
Love the fundamental defense. Hands up, arms up, and he's jumping straight up, forcing the miss from Keaton Hahn, who's had a really good shooting game.
And in Hahn's defense right there, he just, he had good position, but he reached a little bit, and I think that's one, if you just show your hands to the official to keep yourself from reaching in, that'll keep you from that reach-in foul.
Keaton Hahn, as I mentioned, 11 of 13 shooting today.
He has put the ball in the basket for the Scotties. Bates has been the star for the Little Muskies. Briggs, now to Dolan in the middle of the floor. Max Lyle now has the job of guarding Bates. Braden Davis mishandles the ball and then fouls Keaton Hahn, and that's going to be Braden's 4th foul, and that's a big foul in the game, as we now have 1:58 to play. Davis is going to stay in the game. Inbound play. Patterson brings it up against Dolan. Hahn has it, knocked away. Now they're going to try to get it to Lyle, and it's off Lyle's hands. Another turnover. Brett, what's the count now for Tri-Valley turnovers at 21?
I would say that it's 21. I have 3 players with 5 individual turnovers. Actually, that's 22, because we did have another turnover that I cannot remember when it happened or what happened.
59-55, John Glenn, 1:40 to go. Nikolazakis gets it to Briggs in the front court. Now to Dolan. Dolan picks up his dribble. That's not a good spot to do that in. Now he's going to get it to Davis, and that's going to be a timeout, a good one by Eric Scheck. He didn't like how it was going, so we'll take a break as well because it's a full timeout. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports. 30.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash Icon, WILE Cambridge.
4th quarter action here at the Fish Tank in John Glenn High School. John Glenn leading this basketball game 59-55, under 2 minutes to play here in the game. The story of the game has been the turnover situation. John Glenn has been able to make Tri-Valley turn the basketball over. It's John Glenn possession. We've got 1.5 minutes left in the game. And there's a little bit of confusion on the sideline out of bounds. I'm not sure what happened there. But Tri-Valley is going to get the basketball. That's a turnover on John Glenn.
Hey, a final score coming in Remember, score updates brought to you by Bradley Lending Team with First Ohio Home Finance. Coshocton, the Redskins defeating the Meadowbrook Colts 65-44 in Byesville tonight.
Thanks, Brett, for the score update. Tri-Valley trying to get back into this game. They're down 4. There's a three-pointer on the way from Max Lyle, and it's good. His 4th three-pointer of the game, but Tri-Valley going to foul on the inbounds. 59-58. John Glenn leads it. 1:07 left. Great high school basketball game. I'm not sure what happened over there on the sideline on the play before, but somehow they called traveling. I'm not sure what all happened on that sideline. Dolan going to be fouled as he is bringing the ball up the court.
And one more foul to give for the Scotties before we're in the bonus. Well, I guess that was the foul to give, because the next foul is the 15th foul.
And that was exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to pressure, but if they don't get it, they're going to foul. They want to put John Glenn at the line here in a one-point game. Nikolazakis going to throw it back to Dolan. Dolan's got to get it in. He gets it to Davis. Davis lays it up and in. Big bucket by Braden Davis. Nice vision to find him. 61-58. We're under a minute to go in the game. Tri-Valley needing a 3. Lyle going to try to get it for him. No good. Rebound. Fought for it. Rebound inside now, and that's Carnes with the rebound after the scramble, and he gets his first basket of the game and makes it 61-60 John Glenn. 33 seconds to go. We will keep it right here. 49-49 after 3 quarters. It is now 61-60. John Glenn leads it with 33 seconds left in regulation. I say regulation, Brett, because you never know.
Absolutely. You know, I've noticed that this isn't the first time that Braden Davis has been standing underneath the basket wide open when Tri-Valley is pressing. The first time he was missed, but the second time they definitely took advantage of that and got him for 2. I love the game Braden Davis is having, and then even on the miss from Max Lyle. Man, you want to talk about an athletic rebound?
Yes.
Keaton Hahn, he got up there.
Yes, he did.
I saw another rebound with no Nichols. I mean, these players are jumping. I'm just like, man, what are they doing up there?
Lock 9 Pizza sponsors our player of the game, and boy, we've got a lot of candidates tonight for the Lock 9 Pizza player of the game. Lots of players really playing well for each school tonight in this basketball game. Steele Bates, Braden Davis, as we mentioned there for John Glenn, each playing outstanding basketball. C.J. Dolan having a great game. Keaton Hahn, Max Lyle for Tri-Valley. 61-60, 33 seconds exactly to play. Tri-Valley in the full court pressure. Dolan to inbound it. He gets it to Bates. Bates into the trap, but now to Dolan. Dolan gets up the sideline now to Nikolazakis. Nikolazakis is fouled. Will Nikolazakis will go to the line. That foul was on Troy Patterson. And that was his first foul of the game.
I can tell Tri-Valley going with the lineup that is shooting and rebounding.
Nikolazakis to shoot 2. His team leads 61-60. First free throw up and no good. Off the rim. Hit the front of the rim, rolled, hit the backboard, thought it was going to come back in, but it did not. Bounced off to the side. Boy, I tell you, the offensive rebound is what you have to watch for in these last second situations too, Brett.
Yes.
Nikolazakis, second free throw. Off the rim as well, but there's C.J. Dolan with the rebound. He dribbles it out, and it's going to be a timeout called by Coach Scheck.
Hey, how'd you know that was going to happen, Dave?
I've seen a lot of basketball games, Brett. The offensive rebound is what you have to watch out for, and again, I feel a little bit of foreshadowing there as C.J. Dolan did the nice job. He got the offensive rebound. And I will tell you this much, an offensive rebound on a free throw drives coaches absolutely crazy. I mean, you've got the advantage. It's 4 to 3 against 3.
And the third person, he's pretty far back there.
The third is back there shooting the free throw. So you should get that rebound every time, but it bounced off hard to the side, and that's something that helped Dolan get it. And credit to him, Athletic went after it, got it, and now it's a timeout for John Glenn. Coach Sheck, I'm sure your first concern is let's get the ball in play.
Yes, and one thing to note, based on what the scoreboard is telling us, John Glenn is out of timeouts.
They are.
So if they get into a sticky situation, they're going to have to go the rest of the game,
now,
which is 20 seconds, knowing they don't have that option.
Here's another key thing. John Glenn has fouls to give.
Yes.
I would be fouling if Tri-Valley gets the ball back. They inbound it. Bates has got it. They're going to have to foul him. Hahn is on him. They switch off, and they finally do foul him. That's going to be Max Lyle fouling him. 14 and a half seconds left. Now, Brett, I don't care how many he makes. As soon as Tri-Valley gets it in play and they start to bring it up the floor, you foul. And then you do that 2 more times after that because
it's gonna waste time.
Takes time off the clock.
We already had 6 seconds gone because of, not fouling on Tri-Valley's side.
Bates' first free throw is up and good. 62-60, John Glenn. Bates gets the second one now. That free throw rattles in and good. Steele Bates gives his team a 3-point lead. You got to foul him. Foul him.
And what they're not deciding to do, they're deciding to play defense here.
They're playing him straight up. He tried to foul and he didn't get it. 3-pointer no good. Rebound off. Bates has got it. He's fouled. John Glenn is going to win this basketball game unless a disaster happens with 1.9 seconds left to play. At least I have some questions for Coach Sheck afterwards in the postgame. He will join us. 1.9 seconds. Bates, 2 free throws. First one good. Steele Bates has just given his team a win unless they do something completely out of character and foul. Bates, second one, good.
That puts Steele Bates 31 points against the Scotties tonight.
And they're going to inbound it, and that's going to do it. John Glenn has defeated Tri-Valley 65-60. They broke an 11-game losing streak to Tri-Valley as they win this one at home, 65-60. We have to take a break. But
Absolutely.
when we come back, we'll talk about this basketball game. We'll also talk to Coach Sheck. This is high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Protect what matters most with Valentine Insurance right here in Cambridge. Whether it's your home, car, or business, our team is dedicated to finding the perfect coverage to fit your needs. We understand the importance of peace of mind, and we're here to make sure you're prepared for life's unexpected moments. With local expertise and personalized service, you can trust Valentine Insurance to keep you covered. Stop by or give us a call today at 260-6699. Valentine Insurance, a partner you can depend on.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
How can you select from insurance companies offering you lizards or ducks? When it comes to protection for your home and auto, you want a company that provides quality insurance products and personalized, fair, friendly claims service. WB Green Insurance represents Westfield Insurance. Their reputation is based on sharing knowledge and building trust. Westfield has been around the neighborhood over 150 years. WB Green Insurance welcomes the opportunity to quote your home, car, and business insurance. Don't be fooled by lizards and ducks. Call 439-1329.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-Week Challenge. The Metamucil 2-Week Challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 Fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks VapoStick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. VapoStick for usages.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here, at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash Icon, WILE Cambridge.
Post-game here at John Glenn High School. John Glenn pulls off a big win for them tonight as they defeat Tri-Valley 65-60. I didn't say anything to you before the game, Coach Sheck, but that just broke an 11-game losing streak to Tri-Valley, so that's got to feel really good.
Yeah, trust me, I'm aware of it. You know, we've been close a couple of times, and a couple of times we got thumped, but you know, they're so big and so athletic.
Yes.
And I thought tonight we were able to, even though, you know, they got a couple offensive putbacks on us, and you know, we're still able to do some very good things. I thought our guys did a nice job of just handling the basketball and just the environment. I mean, what a great environment.
Yes, great high school game tonight.
Yeah, by both teams. You know, tremendous fan support. But, you know, yeah, I was well aware of that we haven't beaten them in a while. Thanks.
I didn't say anything to you before the game. Come on.
Have to.
I thought you knew, and I mean, I know that's a big win for you. I know you're a Tri-Valley grad, so I know that's one you want to win. So I told Brett tonight I thought the key to the game would be if you guys could make Tri-Valley turn the basketball over like you've been doing to your other opponents, and you got that done tonight. We had them unofficially here with 22 turnovers.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what we do. You know, the other big key for us is just limiting those second chance opportunities, and they got a couple kids that can light it up from the outside. If they turn it over that many times, I mean, that's great for us. But the ones that stick out to me are the offensive rebounds that they got second chance points on. But, you know, again, just kind of a gut check time for us and challenging our guys, and very, very proud of our guys to pull that one out.
Just a great effort. You had a great team effort. And, again, you know, it's Braden Davis just does a lot of little things for you that are just really good for the team. He never gets very far away from the rim, and he always seems to get, you know, those big buckets, those big layups when you need him. And, of course, then Steele Bates tonight with 31 for you.
Yeah, Steele, I mean, obviously Steele had a tremendous game. You know, you talked about Davis. Davis is very good instinctually around the rim, but he would be the first guy to admit he's the product of having good guards and growing up with you know, those guards around him. He's very good at finding open spots, and then our guards are very good at trusting that, you know, he can finish down there. But, you know, I didn't realize Steele had that many points until they told me in the locker room there. But again, just a tough kid, a kid who works his butt off, a kid who loves the game of basketball, and a kid that's very old school in his approach. I challenge him. I'm very hard on Steele. I almost coach him old school style compared to most of our guys. But, yeah, just gut check time for him and really our entire team. I thought all of our guys stepped up and did a nice job,
Right.
but 31's pretty impressive.
Old school, kind of like maybe that guy you used to play for at Muskingum, maybe?
I don't know about that, but yeah, Steele's a great kid, and like I said, I'm hard on him, and I coach him hard, and I challenge him a lot, and it was nice to see him have a great game tonight.
Yeah, well, C.J. Dolan, he came through again for you tonight. He had 13 big points. Other than the 2 missed free throws at the end by Will, your team, you were perfect from the free throw line, and that's in a close basketball game. That's another stat that really usually sticks out to you. You want to be able to convert from the free throw line. You guys got that done tonight,
and we
too.
got, even Nico's a good free throw shooter. He just happened to miss him. But, you ask him, he said he'll miss it on purpose so that C.J. could get a rebound there. But, we got good guards and we got good free throw shooters, and I want the ball in their in their hands there late in the game to have those opportunities to shoot free throws. And
Right.
like I said, I'm proud of our guys that got that one out.
Well, I know you're going to enjoy this one tonight, but turn around tomorrow. You're going to be looking ahead to Sheridan. You got Sheridan on Friday.
Saturday.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Everybody's moving. I know I'm going to do a game at Maysville that starts at 5:30.
Varsity only.
Varsity only, so they can get it done before the Ohio State game. Coach, thank you for joining us tonight. And Steele Bates, he is our Lock 9 Pizza Player of the Game, so I'm going to give the certificate to you, knowing that you are not going to go to Lock 9 Pizza, Coach Check, and eat Steele's pizza.
Steele needs to eat some pizza.
He does need to eat some pizza. All right. Thanks, Eric, for joining us, and congrats on the big win tonight. We'll take another quick break here. This is high school basketball on AVC Sports.
Surgeon Construction is leading the way in commercial and industrial construction. This is Jason Emsch, and we are committed to providing exceptional construction experience from pre-construction through project completion. Our success is measured by exceeding our clients' expectations. See our past and previous projects at Cambridge YMCA and New Educational Center at Jurassic Park and FMJ Shooting Range, just to name a few. Find us online at surgeon.construction and like us on Facebook.
Surgeon Construction. We'll take it from here.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Dave Hilliard back here wrapping up the post game at John Glenn High School. Again, our sponsors tonight, we certainly appreciate them. Valentine Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Wakefield Dental, West 40 Auto Sales, Doan Ford, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, and State Farm with Alan Hunter, all sponsors of tonight's game. Again, Lock 9 Pizza, a sponsor of our player of the game. Our player of the game tonight was Steele Bates for John Glenn. He had 31 points in a winning effort, and they certainly needed all 31 of those from him tonight. Just a great individual effort. And again, a couple other names, we could have thrown out there too for Tri-Valley. Keaton Hahn with 26 of his own. Braden Davis with 14 for John Glenn. C.J. Dolan with 13. Not that points are a requirement, but certainly the 31 points was a eye-popping total for Mr. Bates and earns him our player of the game tonight. Brett, you got a couple other stats you can share with us here at the end. We were talking about the turnovers. That was the big one, but you got some shooting percentages there as well.
Yeah, we look at, how these teams kind of performed, and as you mentioned, turnovers were the biggest, key factor going into this game. John Glenn with only 8 turnovers as a team against the Scotties, which I think is pretty impressive. And then you look at what the Scotties were able to do. 22 turnovers unofficially official, although I'll just say unofficial.
Yeah.
22 turnovers on the game, and then we look at some shooting. I mean, I thought shooting-wise, these teams shot really well. Tri-Valley was 23 of 41, so just over 50% at 56%. And they shot 7 of 16 from the three-point line. A handful of them coming late in the game, obviously leading to some misses.
Yes.
Now, something that was very strange. Dave, do you remember what John Glenn was shooting at halftime?
No.
50%.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think they ended the game shooting?
50%.
50%. 26 of 52,
Okay.
and they went 4 of 12 from the three-point line. So definitely, middle of the line shooting, but in terms of going up against these Scotties, putting up 65 points, it's exactly what they needed to come away with a win.
Yep, and just a really, as Coach Scheck alluded to, what a great environment tonight for a high school basketball game. I think part of that, kids just anxious to get out of the house. We've had all the snow here. We've had no school, extended Christmas holiday for these kids, and just an opportunity for them to get out and create some noise tonight here in the gym. It was a great environment. Big crowd, as it usually is with Tri-Valley and John Glenn. John Glenn breaking that 11-game losing streak. It dated back to February 15th of 2019.
Dave, I was still in high school in 2019.
Whew, the last time that actually John Glenn beat Tri-Valley in basketball. So huge win for John Glenn tonight. Certainly a interesting basketball game to watch and to call here tonight. We enjoyed being here tonight. Any last thoughts from you, Brett?
I think, looking forward to what these teams have to do, as we mentioned, Sheridan and John Glenn playing on Saturday. That'll be, just as big of a game as any other MVL game that the Muskies end up playing, because you're going to have the MVL grit to it. A lot of the leagues around here, they play a certain way, and the MVL plays very tough, very physical, very fast, up and down, and it's going to be another test to see who's going to be, ready to come play and be that physical team. And then for Tri-Valley, trying to figure out how to limit your turnovers, because it was a rough game for them tonight, and doing what they can to, help themselves in this last stretch of the season, which, if Tri-Valley can play like they did against a handful of these other teams, should be a decently easy stretch of schedule for the Scotties.
Once again, our final tonight, John Glenn 65, Tri-Valley 60. Tri-Valley now 7-4 overall, 5-1 in the MVL. John Glenn raises their record to 9-1, 5-1. We've got a tie atop the big school division of the Muskingum Valley League. For Brett Klein, I'm Dave Hilliard. The rest of our crew tonight, appreciate Sam Grubbs and Mike Mitchell being here as well. Thank you for tuning in on the live stream, or maybe you listen to us on the radio tonight. We certainly appreciate everyone.
Yeah, and hey, while we're on the topic of it, if you're listening to us, just remember, if you want to keep up to date with any cancellations, closures, or delays, you can do so by visiting yourradioplace.com. It's also where you can watch this game however many times you want.
Exactly.
Once, twice, nonce, 100 times. Hey, we're all for it, just as long as you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, yourradioplace.com. Again, YRP-TV on YouTube and Facebook, and everything that you can see that we do, AVC Sports, AVC Communications, and all of our 7 radio stations within the area. Just visit yourradioplace.com, Dave.
Well, thanks again for tuning in. This has been High School Basketball presented by AVC Sports.
You've been listening to High School Basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash Icon. High School Basketball is a presentation of AVC Sports.